Hi, Facebook. Good morning. I'm here with Peggy. Peggy, say good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
All right. I am so excited to be here with Peggy because I actually didn't fully know Peggy's story until yesterday when she shared it on a Facebook Live. Peggy and I are both with Hempworx, and we're both on the Hempire team. And I had seen Peggy, post within our group. I had seen her amazing trainings that she shared with us. And then about a month ago or two, we connected, and I got her friend request, and then from there, I learned about her story yesterday. So I'm going to let you share it a little bit. Peggy, tell us what's going on in your life. This I'm shocked. So Peggy, go for it. Tell us about what big transition is going on right now.
Okay. So thank you, Elaine, and thank you for being willing to do this with me. I've been so inspired by what I've learned with Hempworx. I've only been in the company for, gosh, I started the beginning of September. But I was basically looking for something that I could do that was more meaningful. I think when you get to my age in life, you're ready to do something that really makes a difference in people's lives. And so I had been looking for a little while for something, wanting to jump off on my own, starting my own business. I teach meditation, so I'm very much involved and interested in people listening inward and really kind of listening for what resonates, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just on Monday morning gave notice on my pharmaceutical job. I had been working for a big pharma company for 8 years in the diabetes disease state. So I've actually grown to really love the patient with diabetes and and gotten really familiar with the challenges that those patients are dealing with. So I wanted to find a better way that I could actually work with the patients. When you're in pharmaceutical sales, you aren't allowed to actually talk to the patients. You really have a lot of limitations in how you can help them. So I have been wanting to do that. And then Hempworx sort of came along and helped me feel a little bit better about leaving a six-figure income to go into doing something I really care about.
Wow. Yeah. So tell us about this. Like, you're leaving the cushy job. You're being paid very well.
Mhm.
What's your mindset like going from a six-figure income in a pharmaceutical company to totally shifting into this holistic health realm? It's like you said on your live yesterday, the Eastern medicine meets Western medicine, allopathic and holistic coming together. What's your mindset like right now?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to do it. I've wanted to do this for 2 or 3 years now. And, I am holistic. My kids were born at home and, none of them were vaccinated. And I mean, I've always had that mindset, but I've been living in this Western world for the past 8 years. And I have a love for what they're doing as well. I just think that a lot of times they intervene too soon. And I think a lot of people just don't understand what types of holistic options they have out there. So for me, I sort of feel like I'm a connector. Like I've spent so much time in this big pharma learning about the challenges and learning about the different everything from diabetes to, anxiety and all the other challenges that people deal with on a regular basis. And I just think they don't know what their options are. And so I've wanted for so long to bring them together. And I think when you lean into something and you really feel passionate about it and you have trust, you listen to your inward voice, and that when that inner voice kind of gives you the confirmation, yes, and then you lean into that, it's amazing how the universe sort of conspires and it brings together all the things that can make that work. So Hempworx was a big one to run into that. So I'm just so excited. I'm nervous. I mean, obviously, I'm not there yet with Hempworx, but I have no doubt in my mind about this opportunity. I mean, everything about it is a big yes.
I can relate. And so you are a 5K affiliate and you've gotten to this rank. And this rank in our company, since our company is so new, it's a ground floor company, 14 months old, being at the rank of 5K actually means you're already at the top 1% of the company. Granted, you're not bringing in a six-figure income with Hempworx yet. So what are your goals and where do you see yourself going with Hempworx?
Well, and when you think about the fact that the first 4 months that I've been in the business, I was sort of doing it behind the scenes.
Exactly.
I haven't been able to do anything on my personal page. I've been working through Facebook groups and using, I'm a sales and marketing person, so I've done that all my life. So what I'm doing really with Hempworx is really selling the opportunity. I mean, I think the oil is amazing. I mean, there's no question about the quality of the products that we're delivering. But when you've gotten involved in any network marketing companies, which I've done a bazillion of them and tried them all and never made any money, when you see a compensation plan like the one that Hempworx has, it took me literally, I signed up with a bottle and then I read the comp plan and upgraded to executive and like immediately went, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what I want to do. And I know that this is something that's going to help me get where I need to go. So for goals, I fully intend on being at that 100K at the convention. I fully intend on being at those little extra VIP parties and trainings and get-togethers for that. So that is, I mean, and I'll put that out there in the universe and be held accountable to it. But I just see that this is so possible, and I love it. And I love the team approach. I really love the fact that, you know, once I get my affiliates on board, I can really work with them and help them to be successful. That way I can use my skills to help other people who maybe aren't so skilled at talking about the opportunity. So I have a real passion for helping people.
I have no doubt you will be there with your leadership skills and your team building. It has been amazing. So for your network, Peggy, who doesn't know me, I'm a mom of two here in San Jose, and my son has severe autism, and we have been, for the past 7 years, working on different medical interventions and treatments, mostly on the holistic side. And so the CBD has been an amazing thing for him to reduce the anxiety, the calm, less flapping, no screeching, you know, sleeping better. So my belief in this CBD is 100% the quality. Like, I'm all about ingredients. And so, like, if you are looking for an organic, amazing CBD, talk to either Peggy or I. But I totally agree, Peggy. This is about the opportunity, because we are at this special time in history. The 2018 Farm Bill passed. The 2018 Farm Bill just passed a month ago. Hemp is legal. It's off the controlled substance. People are open to this. Like, yes, there can be this happy medium between Western and Eastern medicine. I think people are looking to get off, you know, the prescriptions and get out of the cycle. So if there is an amazing option, this is the time in history. The CBD industry is set to like explode in these next 4 years. Hempworx as a company is set to become $1 billion company in the span of this year. The growth has been incredible. So yes, I believe in the oil 100%, but also, like you're saying, Peggy, I believe in this business opportunity 100%, even for people just like you with cushy jobs, with, you know, who are making a decent income. But let's talk about time freedom, right? And really following your passion. So what, I mean, I'm still so in awe of you leaving your 6-figure income to, you know, to the world of the unknown, and willing to start really seriously building Hempworx and your passion to integrate Eastern and Western medicine.
Well, you know, when you talk to somebody about when you do sales, you talk about what's called a value proposition, right? I mean, typically that's the thing that makes a person say yes to something, is the value proposition. And I think that we can really capitalize right now on the fact that CBD is legal across the entire United States, because I think everybody and their brother is going to be wanting to try it. And there are some real safety factors involved. I mean, I have a real passion about really stepping into our position as consultants on the CBD industry and really helping people, because, you know, when you realize that people are going to the corner store and they're taking an oil and they're putting it under their tongue and it's going right into their bloodstream. And that matters. I mean, that matters. You know, my first husband was an organic farmer. And when he first started farming, you know, his field was not organic. And he had to farm that thing for 4 years before they could call it organic. And so these people that are coming up, I love local. I'm all about buying local. So I've heard a lot of the pushback on, we want to go with a local farm. And, you know, the thing is that if these farms have not been farming organic and they just decide to grow hemp tomorrow, we're putting whatever was in that soil into our bloodstream. And I just think it's so important to educate people about that, to make sure that we're passionate about the difference between our product and what they're going to get at the corner vape shop or the grocery store. So I think that's a really powerful value proposition that I intend to use and that I coach my team to use a lot, because I think it really matters. And we don't want CBD to get a bad name. You know, we don't want people getting sick and giving it a bad name.
Right. I mean, now that it is legal, we're seeing all these new companies pop up, CBD everything, CBD water, and it is a hugely unregulated industry. There's not
Right.
the organic symbol that you're going to see on the bottles. There are now new things coming together that are going to help regulate it a little bit for companies that want that extra certification. But I mean, when someone comes to me saying, I've already tried CBD, it didn't work for me, or I felt worse on it, I always ask them, like, what are the ingredients? Where was it sourced? How was it extracted? There's a whole there's a whole process to make sure that you get the exact purest product out there that really will help your health and not hinder it. Totally agree. And so that's one aspect that I have been so impressed with Hempworx. So you touched on that you were, with a couple different other companies, and that's something that I have come across, now that I've been building my business for the past 6 months with Hempworx. I was with another company too for 2.5 years, and a lot of people are coming to me saying, like, I've done network marketing, it didn't work for me. I'm not a salesperson. So what do you say to someone who comes to you with those objections?
Well, basically, the first thing I say is this is not your mother's network marketing company, right? I mean, that's just the first thing. It's not your mother's network marketing company. I've done them all, really, all, without naming any names from day one. I've loved the concept of sharing the responsibility for advertising by word of mouth and not spending that money with the big advertising companies. So I love the concept, but there are basically 3 things that make this opportunity so special in network marketing. The first one is the timing. I mean, if you've ever gotten into a network marketing company, toward the end, then you find out that it's a lot harder to get people. A lot of people have made decisions already. They like it, they don't like it, they're already on board. So timing, I think, is really, really important when you're looking at a network marketing company. So the timing of this is so perfect. I mean, it's on the news. It's literally on the tongues of everybody, right? I mean, everybody's talking about CBD. So I think that's really important. I think the product itself is really important. You've got to have a product that you can use and use up, right? Something that people will want to buy every single month, that they can use and use up, so they don't have a cupboard full of vitamins, that they've not been able to use. They're not stockpiling product. So I think that's really key, and this is definitely one of those products. And then I think the third thing is the compensation plan. And when you've got a plan in place that's giving you money right back in your pocket, a week after you make a sale, so that you can continue and start marketing and spend some of that money on brochures and on other things, it really helps, and it's also set up in such a way that you really survive and do the best when you help your team. I mean, if you're not a team player, it may not be the right thing for you. I mean, it's really about loving people, helping people. I've got people on my downline that I'm helping to create an income who really need money. Like, they really need that. So I'm able to give them that opportunity by having them in my downline and building under them. So I love that. I think those 3 things are key.
Yes, I love those 3 things that you said. I mean, this is just simple. Everything is simple about Hempworx. You get a link, you get amazing marketing tools. There's a way to pre-enroll and to see, get a snapshot of the business without any commitment. And the forward thinking of the company. I mean, so this is just 14 months old. More products are in the work. Global expansion is in the works. We're in the UK now, we're in the US, but I know there's intentions of getting into South America, to Canada. Now that it's legal, like, now the sky is the limit and things are really expanding. In your live yesterday, Peggy, you talked about paying off your last student loan debt. I mean, what a relief. So tell us a little bit about that, because I think that is one of the biggest secrets, that so many people are living in debt with the student loan, like, black cloud above them. So tell us about that.
Well, I went back to school after my kids were born. So I was sort of a grown-up parent going to college and juggling kids at the same time. And I got my bachelor's in psychology and my master's in social work at the University of Michigan. Go Blue, even though they haven't gone very far recently. But I got that back in 2001 is when I graduated. And I went through a whole bunch of challenges. I got divorced. I was trying to, be a single parent. So I didn't have the money to start paying back my student loan. So it ended up being put in forbearance, like so many other people. And I struggled and struggled and struggled to try to make my way. And eventually, by the time I actually brought my head up and started paying that, it was more than double. So my original student loan was $40,000. And by the time I could pay it with penalties and interest, literally 10 years later, it was $85,000. And the payment was $850 a month. And it was just like, ugh, like I couldn't breathe, you know, and it's really, really hard. And I even filed bankruptcy, and that doesn't get rid of the student loan. They still chase you and they'll garnish your wages, and there's no getting around that. So the first thing I would say is if you have a student loan, pay it. Pay it. Don't think you can run away from it, because it'll come back to bite you. But now, I mean, oh my gosh, what a great opportunity to be out from underneath that and have the opportunity to just build now and move forward. So I'm grateful, but at the same time, it's taught me some pretty important lessons about money management.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
You and I are not financially linked. We're on the same team. We're in the same company. We're on the same team. We're not financially linked, but I'm going back to what you said about teamwork. Like we it's just like something that we do for each other. We like to the culture of like minds has come together. It's just really, really special. The other thing is like the quality of people in our team, you know, on our pages, anywhere from college students to grandparents to I'm a retired teacher to I mean chiropractors. These products are for everybody. We all have this endocannabinoid system. The research is there. It's on, you know, there's clinical studies about it. And for a lot of people who are now pursuing the business, it started with a product experience. Just this morning, one of our teammates welcomed someone who, you know, wasn't intending on doing the business and growing an additional income, but the products are so good and people are reordering that they see this opportunity. Are you noticing that within your team too, that some people start with the products and then are open to the business?
Yeah, definitely on one side of my leg, it's actually a team of people who do know about network marketing and have not been successful. And they've kind of taken off on that side and done an amazing job. And they've done more of the product, getting people in to use the product and then switching them over to affiliate. My perspective on the other side hasn't been that way, but they've definitely had success either way. I mean, I think I have 2 customers that I've signed up, and the rest are all affiliates, like every single one. And then on the other side, they've got mostly, I think, customers who are morphing into affiliates as soon as they recognize the opportunity. So for me, I basically, you know, my thing is if you buy a product, I provide a sample. You know, they get a sample kit the day they order. So if they're local and I'm meeting with them and they buy at that particular meeting, I give them a sample kit so they can get started and not have to wait for their product, you know. So I do that. I also, if they do a director's kit, then I pay their affiliate fee. Because if they're interested enough to get a director's kit and to try 4 of the products, chances are they'll be successful. So I do that. And then the third thing that I do is if they're really strapped for money and, you know, it's only $20 to get in to get that website and then 1 product. So what I do is I ask them to give me, even though the company doesn't require it, I ask them to give me a 6-month commitment. You know, will you buy a product once a month for 6 months? And then let's talk about what's happening below you and whether you want to continue. So I do try to get a verbal commitment from people to stick with us so that we can try to show them what's possible, because some people are just not comfortable and that makes them nervous to do that kind of thing. But I do try to get that from them as well. So yeah, we see success both ways with product users as well as affiliates.
Yeah, that's so great. So like I said, I am a retired teacher. I was an elementary teacher for 12 years. And so, you know, with a son with autism and all of that entails, it was just not possible for me to continue teaching. And so my days look very different now. In the morning while the kids are at school, I have time to connect with my team, to lead trainings, to produce, to connect. So Peggy, now, like, what does your day, I mean, I know you're in this strange, like, transition mode.
Yeah.
What do your days look like now?
Well, it's really hard because I'm having so much fun with Hempworx. And I do have another job I'm moving into. I'm moving into a doctor's office where I'm going to be a consultant for holistic health. And so a lot of her patients will be coming by my desk to get ideas on how they can become healthier from holistic perspectives. So it's a great opportunity to introduce CBD oil to the different patients in her office. So I do, and I also am getting certified for mindfulness-based stress reduction. So that's an empirically researched meditation. that I'll be teaching as well. So I do have a side of that business that I need to engage in. To be honest, it's been really hard because I'm having so much fun with this. It's almost like, I want to I'm looking at the downline and I'm looking at who's close to being binary qualified and who can I help. And because not all of our downline are salespeople, and I am. So part of it is how can I help them, to get to where they need to get. And part of it is how can I duplicate, right, that effort so that, because it is 100 people now and I can't help 100 people. So also training leaders, getting people in the organization who really want to be leaders to learn more about how to do that. So yeah, it's been hard because I really want to just do this all day. I've sort of dragged my feet, and at least this week I've not gone into the office. I'm going to start next week going back in, but for now I'm still playing with this because it's so much fun. I'm really loving it.
I agree. It is so much fun. So you just said that you are a salesperson. So I am not a salesperson. Like, I have learned some skills now to brand myself and to learn about marketing and people and all that. But for someone watching and saying, this sounds intriguing, but I'm not a salesperson. Okay, so Peggy is. Do they have to be a salesperson to reach out to you?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Some of the things that have worked the best, first of all, coaching them on doing their own lives. I think Facebook is a huge opportunity, and Instagram, to get out there and show people who you really are. And a lot of what I do, right, is talking about leaning into things and opening up to your inward voice and being who you really are, just being authentic with people. So you really don't need to be a salesperson. And certainly if you are having trouble with it, reach up. Reach to your upline and people. I've gone on and done like you're doing. I've done Facebook Lives with people in my team, because sometimes it does help to get with somebody can wrap their words around it a little bit more, or who has a little more experience, not even salespeople, but just people with the company, who can speak to it a little bit more fluently, and then give you an opportunity to learn from how they wrap their words around it so that they can then kind of use that as an example. But absolutely anybody can do this business. It's amazing.
Anybody. I totally agree. And we have systems set up. So within the Hempire, we have an amazing business training group with units of training. So if this is totally new to you and you don't, know about CBD, you don't know about social media, you don't know about Hempworx, we can plug you in. So if you are not following, if you're in my network and not following Peggy, follow her, because she posts amazing things. And now that she has some flexibility in what she's able to post, like, I am just so excited to see what you're going to be educating so many people about. And reach out to Peggy. Like I said, there's a free tour. If anything is intriguing to you, whether it's the products or the business, she can help answer those questions. It's been amazing. She can plug you into our groups. If you're just looking to learn about CBD, we have a CBD education page where we always post videos and articles, and it's everywhere in the news. So we have a lot in there.
Yeah.
But Peggy, it's been amazing speaking with you. Any final words or anything you want to leave your network and my network with?
Well, first of all, lean into lean into what's possible. We tend to be so contracted and we're so quick to say no and drag our feet about things. Don't drag your feet on this. Lean in. There's no risk. There's a 60-day money back guarantee on the bottle. You may lose $20 if you sign up as an affiliate, but you don't even have to do that right away. So I would say don't wait, first of all. And then the second thing, you were talking about the resources. One of the best resources that I've used and that I've had the benefit of using is Candy Cannon's Hemp Hooray group. She has that great group. It's a group to put your prospects in where you can learn about CBD, and she's got all kinds of testimonials on there that help you look into different disease states or challenges that people are having and get great testimonials on those products and on the products and what they can do and have done for people. So definitely reach out to the resources that are out there, because we've got a powerful upline with tons and tons of resources. So, but I would say don't wait, because this thing is moving fast. I mean, 100 people in 4 months, and I haven't even been really doing it. This thing's going to grow. And the longer you wait, the harder it is for us to put people under you. So I would say don't wait. Lean in, try it, order your product, get a spot in the downline, because this thing is on fire. So that would be my best advice, I think, is just lean into yes. because we're too contracted. We worry too much.
Really is. I 100% agree. Love that you said the 60-day money back guarantee. There is no risk. You put it in your body, you feel the shift. If the business aspect, intrigues you, we're here to support you. There's so many comments, but we've been just discussing and chatting all the time. So we'll go back and respond to your guys' comments.
Yeah.
But reach out to Peggy or I if any of this, intrigued you, and we can plug you in. We can send you info. And Peggy, it has been a pleasure. I'm so excited for all the lives that you were going to touch, everyone who you've inspired today. Your new journey, you must just feel like a weight has been lifted off of you.
Definitely. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to do what you really love. And if this gives you the opportunity to do that, man, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So thank you, Elaine, for sharing this time with me. And thank you to all of you who have tuned in. And please don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything I can do to help out. I'm happy to do that.
Wonderful. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.